Kylie Minogue in the house. Lauren Snap, Donnie Meacham, Pop Crush Nights. I want to say this is such a pinch me moment for me because I have literally been scream singing your songs since I was a little
Scream
kid.
singing, I love that.
Singing them. My mom, me, my whole family, my dad, he learned to dance to your songs. It's
You,
a family affair at the Snap house. Okay. You're
okay,
such a
you've
legend.
just made my day, my year. You've made my life. That is, it's the thing of beauty to hear. Thank you so much. Scream singing.
Scream singing. And Kylie, I just have to ask,
I love scream singing, come to think of it.
Yes.
so fun, right? You need a
Yeah,
hairbrush.
forget the notes. Just
Live your
go
life.
for
Live
it.
your life and
Exactly.
go for it.
Yeah.
You honestly, you're such a legend and you're such an icon and you're so timeless between all of the decades of music and acting and theater and in fashion and all of these things. And to me, I'll be honest, my hands are shaking right now because you are probably the most not normal person like ever. Is there anything really normal about you?
There's there's a frightening amount of normalcy and normality and just plain boring normal in my life, I can assure you. So yeah, 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 don't worry about that.
Oh my gosh. Well, you are truly just, I mean, I make the joke.
This is some kind of magic, but normal is right around the corner.
Well, I have a joke amongst my friends and family that you are Australia's most successful export. So we are so excited to sit down and talk to you today. Oh my gosh.
I have a little bit of Australiana with you today.
And the accent, I can't. This is your 16th album and it's coming September 22nd. Can you give me, I just, album over album over album, it's a new chapter, it's a new story, it's a new page. How do you continuously allow yourself to bridge into these different eras? I mean, you have literally transcended everything from vinyl to cassettes to digital streaming, and here we are, and we're getting new Kylie music yet again. How do you come up with this creatively, and how do you tell that story?
Um, I I guess I'm curious, and being curious is a really important part of being creative, and I'm determined, and I just want to get better and better, and I love inspiration, and I mean it's a real mixture of so many things of how I do this, how I have made a success of it. That's a harder question to answer. Um, I'm asked a lot these days. So what's the secret? I'm like, I don't know the secret. If we knew the secret, I could probably sleep more at night. Um, but no, I marvel at that myself. That it's I've had more or less consistency for such a long time now. But what I can talk to is where I'm at right now, and I remain inspired. I remain excited, nervous, all the things that happen with making new music and releasing it to the world. So
Yeah. Well, we're coming off of
I don't, maybe there's a bit of destiny as well. I think that
yes.
that plays a part. Like I believe that I was put on the planet. This is one of my purposes.
Well, coming off of what is really the song of the summer, Padam Padam. And because literally it's like, not only are you just, a music icon, but also, I mean, I'm a gay man. You are a gay icon. And I think, Padam Padam, there wasn't a day that in my group chats, there wasn't a Padam meme that ran around. There wasn't
Mine too.
Literally, like we'd be at the bar, we'd be at High Tops here in West Hollywood, and Padam Padam would come on, and everyone stops and like puts out their arm, puts their hand on their hip, and like does the dance. And it's just like, it's so interesting to think. And like for me, why you're a gay icon is that you're unapologetically you. And I'm sure people throughout your career have been like, you should do this, you should do this. And you're like, no, I'm going to put out the music I want to put out, and I'm going to be Kylie. And that's so admirable to us as marginalized people. So I appreciate that just on a personal level.
Oh, thank you. Well, I think there's a, you know, a lot of truth in that. Where, I mean, I'm asked about it all the time, and again, I don't know the secret to success. I don't know the reason that this alliance has been for such a long time. But I mean, I guess I was famous kind of before I knew what I was doing, and so I've come under my share of criticism, like a lot over the years, and I think that I think there's some kind of understanding with that, you know, just trying to live her life and be who she is. So I appreciate you saying that. I get that.
Yeah. Also, how many times a day do you hear Padam Padam pronounced wrong?
Well, firstly, I love how the Americans say it.
We say it wrong every time.
Padam Padam. Like Padam Padam. Or Padam Padam. Who knew there were so many, you know, varieties, so many different pronunciations? Now I'm confused what I say. I think I adapt where I am. I also think it's hilarious how most of us we just cut it in half anyway. Padam.
Oh, that's the American thing.
We didn't have time to say Padam Padam.
Oh yeah.
I know you know me. We know what we're saying. It's Padam. So it's kind of funny when now I say so Padam Padam. So funny.
Oh my God. Well, it's funny because when I also cut your name in half. I only call you Kylie because you're right up there with like Madonna for me. Do you know what I mean? Like you just need one name. Everybody knows that we're talking about you.
If that's okay. But when I first went to America, like Kylie, that I had to just repeat myself so many times. Like Carly, Kelly, Kyle, Julie. Like no, I had a much stronger Australian accent then. I mean, no, it's Kylie, like Kyle, but with an E, Kylie. And Minogue, forget about it. That's just that's a whole other. It's a bunch of letters that really I don't know what they're doing together, but somehow we have Kylie Minogue. But yeah, you can cut my name in half. That's fine.
Well, you're such a legend and an icon, and I love the air of confidence that you always have, regardless of what it is that you're doing. Where do you think that you realized that you were like, where did you kind of come into your own? You know, I think everything is a journey and a path, and we all are still always trying to figure it out. But was there a moment for you where you were just like, you know what? No, full stop. This is me, and I'm really happy with myself.
I think I'm still on the journey, really. Like every stage of life presents different challenges and different discoveries and realizations and truths. And as soon as you think you've got that figured out, it's the next bit. So, I mean, I don't know if there's one point where I'm like, I got it. This is who I am. I actually, I would probably hate that, come to think of it, because whether it's, you know, physically or mentally, I don't want to be boxed in. Like a stylist trying to get something like I've done it plenty of times, and then trying to get out of something really tough. Just cut it. No, we're not going through that again. So I don't know. It's just a thing with me. I don't like to be contained. Or I say to friends that I'm kind of like the pony that's got, you know, I think like this is just trying to find an analogy. The pony in the field. You've got your little, you know, sleeping, your little part that's got a gate on it. I'm like, just don't close the gate.
Yeah.
If you leave the gate open, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to be like, oh, butterflies. Oh, water. Let's swish my tail. Brilliant. But if you close the gate, I think I would react. So I don't want to close the gate on discovering who I am.
So your new single Tension is.
How are you feeling about it?
It's equally as catchy, and it's like you have that ability. It's like a catchy hook and a catchy bop that just lives in your head like rent free. But for me, it's with Padam Padam and Tension is a lot of artists these days, music videos, they kind of just throw them together. You go full out. These two videos are stunningly beautiful.
Thank you. And it's with a director I've done a lot of work with, and she's just, I love her. I admire her. It's a real collaboration from the inception of the video, all of our chat back and forth about, what are we going to do? We start with like nothing. And then the post-production on that, really getting involved with the edit and effects and everything. But there's just moments in time where it's working for you. The planets are in line or something's happened. The song Padam Intention on their own, they stand up and they do their job well. But then to put a great video or great visuals with that, if that can enhance the song, that's I think you've got every chance to fly then. So
Yeah.
I'm glad people are loving them, because we did, really worked hard on them, and yeah, hope we get to do another one.
Yeah. Switching to Vegas for a second, you're sold out, which is like not a lot of artists do that. But how does it feel though? Like, what was the feeling of selling out, knowing that your fans showed up for you and they're here?
Oh, it was a thing of beauty, honestly. I don't even think I stopped to, maybe it's like sheer panic and you just pretend it's not happening. I knew we would come. I mean, it's a really hectic time right now. So trying to keep up with everything that's happening. But tickets on sale, yeah, they were gone really quickly. And I'm only sorry that everyone who wanted a ticket didn't get one, but that's
Showbiz.
That's showbiz.
That's showbiz, baby.
But let's see how we go, whether there's a chance to do more shows. I think I need to get there and see what the experience is like, but I'm hoping and I have every faith that it's going to be a party.
Is there any nervousness though at all of like getting up there and performing like a song like Padam Padam? It's so like people have such a love for it, and you're like, well, now I'm performing it live in front of them for the first time. Like,
it's not so much that, but it's weird when you first perform a song because you just haven't done it. I imagine that if you're a band, right, and you're writing songs and you're playing, you're rehearsing, you are performing it whilst you're writing it. But my process isn't like that. It's kind of very, you're on the mic. It's a different environment. It's not with the band that you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Half the time is not with a band at all. So when you first go out, or when I first go out to perform a new song, I mean, it's mildly terrifying because it's not in your system yet. You haven't figured out what are my little tricks or what are the isms for me to deliver this song. Firstly, to deliver any song that sounds like a pop song is a challenge within itself. But it was made that much, or that little bit easier, that people were there for Padam.
I love that.
And I think by the time we get to Tension, all bets are off. I mean,
way to build it.
Yeah, everyone's going to break the tension. Let's move on. It's too thrilling to even think about.
So Kylie, you have been on stages across the entire globe, and going to Vegas and being in Sin City, did you call Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman to try and get some like tips and tricks? Because he was out there, he's going to be back at the end of the fall.
I didn't, but that's a very good call. Yeah. Hey, Nick. Yeah, I should. I think it's like when I was songwriting in Nashville, there's certain places in the world that musicians and performers gravitate towards. And actually, I did reach out to Nicole when I went to Nashville. And the first day that I arrived, or the first night that I was there, she met me at my hotel and we had a drink up on the rooftop. And it was, I felt like, that was a really amazing welcome to Nashville. But further to that, I had other songwriters and friends in the business saying, like, really willing you to have a great time. with little helpful things. This is where you get the coffee. This is where you get this. Da, 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 da. And so I have a feeling that it's going to be the same with Vegas, where people have experienced it, they know it, and they really are willing you to get the best out of the experience. And then I'll pay it forward to the next person. It's really cool.
Do you feel like you have a little bit more creative control because you're not actually on the road? Like you don't have to take your entire stage set up and the lights and the gear and all the stuff and then travel to another place because you're located centrally there. Do you feel like you get to do and have a little bit more fun and be more playful?
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of excitement and drama with, and I'm normally one of the last people to leave a venue. It is damn. Unless I'm doing an Elvis for some reason, I've got to go straight away. But I tend to come off stage, takes me a minute to calm down. I don't know. I'm often leaving when, you know, the stage is being pulled down, and just I marvel at it that, oh my God, this is all being packed into trucks, and like just the humanity of it, like the ticks and tacks of it. This stuff is going on 4 or 8 or 12 wheels to the next location. So there's a lot of that I, you know, kind of keeps you fizzing, you know. But at a certain point, yeah, I think it's going to be really nice to be able to leave one's things in one place and know that this is what the venue sounds like. These are the trick spots to be aware of on the stage. Like maybe it's a good moment to have surprises in other areas.
Well, we can't wait. We are so excited. And thank you so much for the time today. This has been a true joy. Like you were such a great
you. Well, I hope you keep
so
scream
good.
singing.
Yeah.
And I would love to see you both in Vegas.
Yes.
Padam to you both.
Yes. On a personal note, I do want to say thank you so much for always sticking up for, you know, us as, you know, gay people. And it really does mean a lot. And I don't know, I'm sure people have told you in the past, but coming from someone, it really does mean a lot. So I appreciate it. And thank you very much for always doing that.
I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we get emotional.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, I'm
I know.
gonna cry with Kylie here.